Hi, folks. John Adamson, the Rehab and Documentation Guru. It is a Saturday, and I am laboring. I'm about to go see two total joint patients, one after the other, for an eval. Fortunately, nursing was able to get in and do case opening. I was heading into this weekend, not suspecting I was seeing patients at all. Forgot I was on for this weekend because I did some coverage last weekend, and I totally forgot. But anyway, it is what it is. Now, I want to talk to you today about kind of a strange philosophical topic, and that is what's called Stoicism. Stoicism. So, Stoicism is a belief system, it's a philosophical belief system that's been around for almost 2,000 years and came about in ancient Rome during some of its height in terms of philosophy. And Stoicism, I'm still learning myself, but at its base, understands that there are things outside of our control. And we can work really hard to try to control those things, but ultimately we will be frustrated in our ability to control all things because we cannot. Now, you have two options at that point. One is you can throw a hissy fit and stamp your feet and pound your fists and pull your hair out. And the other is you analyze the situation. You go, okay, this is what's going on, and I have an opportunity to react. And what will my reaction be? And that's partly what Stoicism does, is it tries to separate the light from the heat of a situation. What do I mean by that? The facts from the emotions. So, for example, shining light on something helps you see it clearly. And then heat is what may come as a result. Passion. So right now we're going through a lot of changes in healthcare. We've been going through a lot of changes, and I see I've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of posts from people that are going through really bad situations right now, and that is frustrating. I can only imagine. I've been blessed, so I can't fully sympathize with you if you've gone through a layoff, or had your hours drastically cut, or you're working 5 therapy jobs, PRN, just to make it. I've been blessed. I haven't had that situation, thankfully. I can empathize with you, though. I hear the pain. I can understand it. I faced a layoff back when PPS came into effect in the late 90s, so I have a little bit of framework, but not as much as you do. So I would encourage you to apply the philosophy of Stoicism, because ultimately, just getting all heated about a situation, emotionally reactive about the situation, won't benefit you. We've got to be able to take stock of what's reality, and reality for many of you is I can't find a job. I can't get a job. I can't get a job that pays me well. I can't get a full-time job. And that really sucks. And you've got to step back for a moment, and instead of reacting by, let's say, going out and trying to find yet another PRN job or moving, is really ask yourself, do I need to stay in this profession? And I think about that all the time. Even though I have a full-time job, I think about, do I need to stay in this profession called therapy that right now has a kind of a bleakish looking future? My job, my boss in the state I live in could decide at any moment to remove me. And that would be fine. That's legal in Virginia. And I wouldn't have for any reason, and I wouldn't have any legal recourse. And that's a little bit scary. And it's even more scary for many of you. But if you are applying the philosophy of the Stoic, you will step back from your situation. You will analyze all facts. All facts. Try to shine light. So, light. Is there really the availability of jobs in my area? Light. Do I really enjoy this job so much I'm willing to move? Light. Are there other areas of the country that are actually hiring? Light. Should I stay in the particular setting that I'm in that I've enjoyed for so long? Or could I survive in a different type of setting that is truly hiring? So get in the habit, if you find yourself in one of these situations, of shining a lot of light around and really try to analyze, maybe make a list. What are the pros and cons of what I'm doing right now, where I'm looking? Is there an opportunity for my degree to apply to something else? The non-clinical PT, Meredith Castillan, I think I said the last name right. I talked to her a while ago and did an interview with her. She's got a lot of really good work, and she also offers coursework related to finding a non-clinical job or transferring your degree to something else, something maybe you haven't thought of. I talked a little while ago about finding work-from-home jobs and non-clinical jobs. There is really a glut of therapists that are applying for work-from-home jobs, like auditing, working for organizations that are like third-party representatives for insurance companies. There are a lot of people that are trying to fill those jobs, and not that many jobs available. And so you might have to look outside clinical, but you owe it to yourself in the midst of a very trying time, where no doubt you have very strong emotions because you're like, where am I going to get the money for blank? How am I going to support my family? That you've got to employ the mind of a Stoic. And that is to say, this has happened. It is reality. Let me examine now carefully what I can do about it. And that will help reduce the passion, the heat, the emotional response, and probably make you better overall for looking for another job. Because if you go into, let's say, a job interview as an obvious desperate person willing to do about anything just to put food on the table, that employer is not going to respect you, for one. And number two, you're probably going to get a job offer with a lot less money than you actually deserve. That's going to suck. You've got to be able to go in with a Stoic mindset into that interview and say, these are the values I can offer your organization. You have the option to take it or leave it. Don't be mean about it, but just make it clear you're in control. And that's partly what Stoicism seeks to do, is help you regain emotional control over the situation over which you had no control. Anyway, getting philosophical today. Hoping that you'll, if you're in a difficult situation, apply a little bit of Stoicism, because it has a lot of value to not only job search, but really all of life and what we're seeing going on in this country. Take care, God bless, and have a great day.